Hello, Summoners! It is I wouldn't say bright and early, but it's a very good evening for another Summit game. Uh, right now we're having a game between Bewear Gaming versus McMammals. I am one of your hosts today, Gar Goomba, and with me today, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm a Juan K. You can just call me Juan, and I'm here as the color caster tonight. Gar, how you feeling about these games? Very exciting as both teams are looking to pick up their first win of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a first on their scorecard and possibly one of their most important matches of the night, and more or less the entire season. Because going into the current state of Pool A, McMammals are currently sitting in with just a 1 point, while Beware Gaming have yet to get a single point onto their team. So, going off of the current pool, both of these teams will have to 2-0 basically the rest of their matches in order to have any sort of playoff contention. So, it's going to be a brutal fight, and if one team doesn't come out dominating from the other, say goodbye to your playoff chances.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully the playoffs or the players are aware of those stakes because I would love to see some explosive gameplay coming out from either team. I do want to talk about the bans real quick. And Alawi and York ban from McMammals going over towards Beware Gaming. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so Banana currently is a very proficient two trick at the moment. He mostly plays York and Alawi. So by eliminating the variables from top lane and making it super easy for John Dye to play the lane, it's going to leave Banana in a really bad spot. And they're trying to make sure that, like, with how, I guess, volatile John Dye has been throughout the course of the season, he's at least going to be staying even through the series tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And Beware Gaming picking up the Vi there. I don't love the Vi first pick. I do like the Xin Zhao as the answer because I think the Xin Zhao is just a really good champion all around. He can do whatever you want. I just don't think Vi gives you like a ton of options. You're typically drafting more of a skirmish heavy, dive comp. It allows the enemy team to pick something like that Ezreal champions that do much better into the Vi and can shut her down.
Yeah, the Vi is definitely a very aggressive first pick. Typically you see Vi in answers to like a Zeri Yumi pick or something like a Callisto Renata, something that's just able to like get on top of a very dashy character. So just throwing it out there raw is a little odd to say the least. We do
For
see a
sure,
Xayah
especially with
pick
the
though.
Xayah pickup. Yeah, the Xayah after that is very interesting. Maybe they just want to use Vi as some sort of primary engage and then fight backwards from there on. But
We could see that. I think a Xayah Rakan will give enough time for setup between the Vi and the Rakan, especially since Rakan can just follow up behind Vi. So they might be going for like a super heavy engage comp, and Xayah just sets up her feathers well, but we'll see where it goes from there. The
oh wow,
Zeri
it looks
pick,
like a. I'm assuming that's Zeri mid, probably since it's blind.
maybe. It could also be an accident pick. We'll see though, but this could be a Zeri top, just to try to neutralize any sort of rumble action that's going to happen top lane from John Dye.
Yeah, I could definitely see that to just shut that down immediately.
I
But
guess we could see Xayah
the
mid, so
Shen
that
coming in.
I'm very confused by the pick. But it looks like McMammals also might have thought it was a Shen or a Zeri top because they do respond with the Shen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think Shen's just a good all-around blind pick. Even if you think it's Zeri mid, Shen just has a lot of really good matchups right now, and there's nothing that he loses overly hard to. But I don't know. This has me confused. So very AD heavy from both teams, actually.
Yeah, at least in the bright side, Vi does have the armor reduction built into her W. And Shen also just kind of has a mixed amount of damage, so...
Yeah, Shen and Ezreal both have a split. Zeri as well does a surprising amount of magic damage.
Oh, our producer has informed us that the Zeri is a Lissandra.
Oh,
So,
okay.
this Lissandra pick is very common with Naki recently. They've mostly been throwing him on control mages mid, and Lissandra seems to be his most standout pick. Since, considering he is a Kiana one-trick, Lissandra at least provides some sort of assassinating power where she's able to use her Cold Grasp move over the walls and set up with her ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've played against it a couple times. Naki's a standout Lissandra player, so I think that makes sense. Again, just talking about a mage that has decent shoving power and a lot of, especially with the Vi, a lot of gank into or combo potential mid lane. CC chain into death is pretty much guaranteed if they both use ours.
Bewear Gaming too respond with the Fury Corki pick. Both are very good bans against Nico specifically. Since you weren't here last season, at least you didn't play during then. Actually, wait, no, Nico was ADC. But going back from the season beforehand, when Nico was playing mid lane, Nefuri was one of his most dominating mid laners.
Really? That's really interesting.
Yeah, with Corki being super dominant as well, with just how strong he got after the last patch, it's just a really respectable ban. We do see the Garen top come out, so we're waiting for a support pick.
The Maokai support last pick.
I kind of get
Very
it.
interesting. As McMammals R5, this is their mid laner. I don't even know what you pick here. Any thoughts? Probably
Into
something AP.
Lissandra?
But I mean, like
that would work.
Silas. Silas is good. I don't really like Silas into Xayah Garen is my only issue. Like being melee into Garen just sucks, and then Xayah obviously has a lot of anti-dive. But I think Silas is a good all-around champion.
I think
He can steal away the Maokai ult as well.
at least semi-neutralized by the fact that he can just take Maokai or Lissandra ult and set up from longer range. And he also will have his Shen backing him up.
That's very true. I didn't consider that, yeah. Having the Shen shield can give Silas a lot of room to play, especially with Xin Zhao playing Disruption.
We'll see where it goes from there. Yeah, Jin Zhao with the Crescent Guard is going to be super impactful for just making sure that the enemy team isn't able to group up the way they want to. Ezreal is also probably not going to get caught by anyone here. Like, if Vi does use her Assault and Battery onto the Ezreal, she's probably just going to get dragged along with him as he, like, arcane shifts away from their team.
Yeah, with the Shen shield and Karma shields on top of that, it's very risky to commit the Vi to the Ezreal. All in all, we have mostly a dive comp coming out from Bewear Gaming and a peel comp in response from McMammals, so we'll see how they play it out.
Who do you have your bets on for game one here?
For game one, I'm going to put it on McMammals personally. I'm just a little bit of a hater of the Vi champion. And I think Silas just has that like Zeka factor, you know, that wow factor. If that champ can just always win a game no matter what, you know. Silas can go 0-10, and unlike the Osmo meme, will actually just come back and carry. He just does so much damage.
I get you.
So
I'm also pretty favoring of McMammals draft, but I do think if Bewear Gaming are able to get the picks they want with the Lissandra and Vi, it's going to be super tough for McMammals to play out these fights. So it really it really has to bank on whether or not Bewear Gaming are going to get the jump on the gun before McMammals can set up.
yeah, I hopefully I would love to see some invading with Naki and Vi walking into the jungle together and looking for, you know, the Xin Zhao caught out doing a camp by himself. That's what I would love to see, to just like really emphasize the fact that they're playing this really strong mid duo, this strong 2v2 if anybody else comes to help. But if they're not able to get that snowball rolling, like you said, I think it'll be very hard for Bewear Game to play out as the game goes on.
But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on draft right now.
Yeah, same here. I'm assuming, do you want to take a short break before we go back to the game then?
I would be very okay with that.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. This is a wonderful Sunday night at Summit Esports. We have a best of 3 between Bewear Gaming and McMammals. This is game 1. I am one of your hosts, A1 Cake, and I am here with Gar Goomba. And Gar, how excited are you about the series?
This is going to be a banger of a series, for better and for worse. I think it's going to be extremely exciting to see two relatively close teams duke it out, especially considering how important this match is for the both of them. And I just want to see some good old League of Legends class. I can't even talk right now. That's how excited I am.
Hey, very fair. I can't even blame you. I can't talk either. I messed up earlier. It happens. Uh, I do want to call out, just in case anybody missed it, this is very important for both teams. They both need to essentially win out 2-0s from here on out to make the playoffs. So both teams looking for a 2-0 here today to move on. So the players hopefully have that in their mind and are trying their best to win on top of that. But playing with that much pressure is very challenging as we see the minions coming into lane. And I'm curious to see what they do level 1 here.
Ideally, level 1, we should see Lissandra poke out Silas for most of the lane. If she does get hit by a good abscond abduct, it may be a little unfavorable for her, exactly like that. Nico did opt to go for Conqueror instead of Electrocute for this lane, which is a little odd, but considering that he's going to have to be frontline fighting against Garen, Vi, and Maokai, I get how useful it's going to be later in the game. But for laning, it's not going to be that big of an impact.
Yeah, I agree. Missing out on electrocute, missing out on that like sudden impact damage is very rough for Silas, especially with how buff both those runes have recently. As we see John Die trading heavily into Banana here, actually getting him quite low.
Yeah,
Doesn't have the ignite, so not a ton of kill pressure, but still very scary with Shen's early damage.
Yeah, Judgment doesn't do quite as much damage as you'd expect early game, especially when you're in the middle of a minion wave. Because what you really want with the Garen Judgment is getting as close to the Shen as possible because it does more damage to the closest enemy. And if it's isolated, you get more damage off of that too. But
Yeah.
Oh, we do see Shen go in for the dash. Garen forced the Courage and Judgment back. It's looking like an even trade, but Garen does have Ignite. If that fight continues, he might have the advantage for a first blood here.
Yeah, there's another big chance that Maokai flashes in with Twisted Advance.
And that's a first blood over to Firestorm Boxer with the Punching Glows, but Nico hits them with another Abscond Abduct onto Naki, and she's forced to back away.
Yeah,
well, on the top
Man,
lane.
Oh. Banana falling first blood, walks into tower range because of the taunts and dies to John Die there.
You could say he John died to him, huh? Okay, that was terrible. I'm gonna stop. But a lot of scrapping happening across the entire map so far. Nico goes in for another Abducted and gets a hit. But it's looking like a very one-sided trade. Naki's going back in. He does take the E, but he has no cooldowns for it. Vi is here to receive the gank, but is unable to actually get any pressure off of it.
Yeah, and a trade like that is huge for Nico, actually, because Naki is already based in TP to lane. Also blowing his flash, just to call that out. Nico having both sums has a huge advantage here. As long as he doesn't die to a Vi gank, which Vi is doing the scuttle, so it looks like he should be able to shove this wave in relatively safely. Nico in a great position to lane, going to be able to base, TP, buy some items, and Naki's going to be sitting at half HP with the wave pushing in. Very, very dangerous position for the Lissandra to be in. Nico playing a fantastic mid lane game so far.
Yeah, now he just gets a perfect reset, just as he said. On the other hand, we do see Garen crashing his wave in. With how the wave is currently, being next to tower against the Shen is a super dangerous spot, so Banana wants to try to crash that as much as possible. Shen does dash in, and Banana responds with a Judgment, but the trade is not in his favor.
Yeah, good on Banana waiting for the Q there to make sure he doesn't hit it into the Shen's W to block the auto, but other than that, still really not a good trade. Banana seemingly not respecting Shen's early damage so far.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do with a Doran Shield and the boots compared to two Ruby Crystals.
Yeah, Shen looking to get that heart steal as soon as possible. Going
John
back in
goes
again.
in again. Garen is taking a lot of damage. I don't think he'd win that trade, my friend. John Dye is going to be in a super happy spot. The wave is slowly pushing towards him as well. So if this Jin Zhao finishes up his Krugs, he should be able to get a free kill again. Nico looks in to take a trade against Naki, and it looks super favorable. Naki does blow Electrocute, but it's not enough damage to match it up. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Shen does go in again. Garen is taking so much damage from Enhanced Q. Another Grass Proc goes out. Enhanced Q comes in from Shen again. He's going to try to walk him down, but John Dye is not fast enough. The boots might actually be coming in clutch here to run away.
For sure. I do want to mention Xin Zhao went to his chicken, so it looks like they're not trying to dive the Garen, which has been unfortunate. As he looks to gank mid, possibly Naki, dodges the Silencey and is able to walk away to safety.
Vi did take the Hextech Dragon throughout all of that mess. Oh, Nico flashes in, takes the ultimate for the Frozen Tomb and gets a solo kill onto Naki. That is a huge lead for Nico. I won't back down. Oh, you go first.
Sorry. Yeah, but he got the Bluetooth auto, crashes a huge wave. I believe that's a cannon and like 5 range minions that Naki's losing in terms of just XP on top of the gold that went over to Nico. That is a really, really not good spot to die in as Pyrosis is eating forwards.
Spearman does hit the entered flash Q, and Yahuzi's forced to flash in turn. That is not great, especially when you're left alone by yourself. The Barbecue Leon is trying to look for an advantage across the map, but is unable to do anything, especially since Naki died early. Banana goes into John Dye, but you're not level 6. He's taking so much damage from the Spirit Sword. Banana flashes to try to chase John Dye, but John Dye responds to the flash himself and is able to get out. The Ignite goes down. Garen doesn't have a kill threat anymore.
Yeah, using your flash like that is a really risky play from Banana because if you don't get the kill, you just don't have a lot of kill.
The Twisted Advance goes down onto top bot lane. A Spearman is stuck between a sapling and a Vi. The big punch misses, but it doesn't matter. Yehuzi is trapping all of them. The Blade Caller gets the kill on the Spearman, and Pyrosis is unable to get the return kill on Yehuzi. Firestorm Boxer is looking to just try to run down Pyrosis right now. The Excessive Force goes in. The Twisted Advance goes over the wall, following with a Brambling Smash, and Vi should be able to pick up this kill. That is a 2-0 for Firestorm Boxer's team.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate that Pyrosis cleansed a little bit late there. At that point, it was probably best to just keep the Summoner and die, but all in all, he played that pretty well. That was just really well played from Barbecue Leona, hitting that Twisted Advance to follow the Ezreal Arcane Shift across the wall.
Banana's looking for another trade, but it's like super unfortunate right now. Shen TP'd back and got a Giant's Belt with it, and Banana, not only does he not have TP, not only does he not have TP, so he can't make as many safe plays, but also like his wave state was super bad because of how many times he had a Judgment into it, and like you take a look at the CS, even though Garen's ahead, the wave state's not great.
No, I completely agree, especially with these health trades. Hopefully we see Xin Zhao head up there because this is a very volatile top lane so far. Both junglers really need to get up there and make an impact as soon as possible to either push the advantage if you're on red side or to help Garen bail him out a little bit if you're on blue side, but seemingly top lane is an island as it many times ends up being.
Yeah, and that island is not going to look any prettier. Banana looks for another trade, but is not going to be able to do much damage thanks to Shen's Shelter. And it looks like blue side's wave is going to shove into him. Shen is really notorious for being able to freeze waves well, since he's able to get his shield from the passive. Banana does get a quick trade in, but it's unable to do much with it. Nico tries to go in onto Naki. There's a lot of damage coming out, but Naki's Q is also doing a lot of damage. Frozen Tomb comes out, followed by his E. Is it going to be enough damage? Oh my god, it is. Firestorm Boxer technically KS'd him, but it does not matter. There's a 3-0 Vi for Firestorm Boxer's team. Bewear Gaming is looking like a really good position right now.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about, right? We wanted to see that Vi Lissandra combo do something, and they finally made a play onto Nico, who's been overextending, frankly, the entire lane phase, and finally punished him for it. So really, really well played from Bewear Gaming there.
Yeah, and especially well played for Naki. He limit tested his health there.
100%. I mean, a low health stylist, everyone knows, is not real. That champ presses W and heals back to full. So very, very confident, and it paid off.
Yeah, Nico didn't have a lot of mana, and I assume the Frozen Tomb cooldown for him was also still like recharging. So he was basically playing that entire fight without an ultimate.
Yeah, crazy how Stylus works like that.
We do see Shen crash in his wave and is looking for a recall. He doesn't have the TP yet, but he might be looking for an ultimate. As Vi does get caught out, the Assault from Battery from Nico comes out, and Firestorm Boxers force to flash out, and in case I won't back down follows up on it. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
won't
that
back down going in for the flash wind becomes lightning there, but Firestorm Boxer also flashed and turned the play to moot. Once again, quite well played for Bewear Gaming because this side of McMammals was not able to get a trade kill.
we do see that the dragon is going to be spawning within the minute, and it's not looking to be in Bewear Gaming's favor here. I won't back down is also hovering around the bot side, so they're going to get a lot of plates and get this set up for the dragon as well.
Yeah, the I do want to call it the grubs are spawning at the same time, so hopefully Vi goes for those, and we'll see the classic dragon for 3 grubs. It'll be 1 drag to 1 drag, 3 to 3. But seemingly Vi valuing the raptors over the grub spawn at the moment. This gives Zinzao a big chance to get up there in time, and Nico trading heavily out of Naki here.
Barbecue Leona is here. The Frozen Tomb comes out onto Nico. There's 3 people on top of Nico right now. I don't think you're going to live, buddy. The exhaust comes out from Barbecue Leona, and Naki gets the kill into Nico. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Banana and John Dye are slapping each other in the faces, but there's not a lot of, real impact happening to it. Yehuzi's frozen off his wave. Pyros is just going to have a field day over here. Spirit Man is in the bush. He does get spotted by the Sky's Boom, but he flashed Mantra Qs again. Featherstorm comes out, but a barrier comes out as well. Yehuzi lives with like 2 HP. Maokai's finally here. Flash W's. I don't remember what the Shen R is. Stand United comes out and saves Pyrosis. There's not enough damage to kill all of them. TP comes out from Nico as they try to make sure this Yehuzi guy doesn't live. The other Duck comes out. Frozen Tomb is not there because that's not Frozen Tomb. That's Nico W. And that's 1 kill to Barbecue Leona. Another kill to John Dye. Firestorm Boxer, meanwhile, is stuck in the top lane. Is trying to fight I Won't Buck down in his own jungle. He is level 8 though, but Crescent Guard comes out. There's a lot of damage happening. Oh, the passive comes out in the Sulpen Battery. That's a free kill for Firestorm Boxer. Well played.
Very well played.
Well, overall on the map, it was in favor of McMammals, I think. No, it's still in favor of McMammals. What am I saying? Yehuzi lost so
got
much.
the first tower there. Yeah, that was the biggest gold swing. As Banana also picking up 5 plates here, randomly.
Judgment comes out, followed by Courage. He's not going to get taunted for too long. And he's just going to back in a bush that's warded.
Yeah, it seems he finished those Berserker Greaves, and now has just been proxying and taking plates in John Dye's face, so... The Garen Classic. Shen does have the Heartsteel finish, but Banana in a much better spot than he was 5 minutes ago.
I will point out right now, though, that if you look at the CS difference between Pyrosis and Yehuzi, it is not looking good.
No, that is a very fed Ezreal, especially looking to take a couple more plates mid lane here. If he's able to get even 1 or 2, that is just so much gold going over towards this Ezreal. Naki staying mid lane right now means that Yehuzi is just going to be stuck bot lane against Nico, against people that he can't match. It has to drop even more CS, so not a great lane assignment personally from Bewear Gaming here.
Yeah, it may or may not be the current game plan for their team, considering Yehuzi hasn't exactly been the strongest ADC in the league so far. So Barbecue Leona is trying to make plays around stronger members like Firestorm Boxer and Naki. But, when your AD carry is bleeding so many resources, there's only so much you can do before that starts to bite you in the butt.
Right, yeah, I mean, Xayah is mid now, but already getting poked out by this Ezreal Karma. Not getting any...
Pyrosis, Arcane shifts in. The Q's did not hit, though. Oh, the Ezreal comes out. Does that kill? Nope. Yehuzi lives with, just a sliver of health. Nico does have the Frozen Tomb ultimate out, but I don't think he's going to be able to kill Naki just yet, considering how close he is in the tower. Firestorm Boxer is hovering, but Spirit Man and Pyrosis are just going to try to break this mid tower now that Yehuzi's out of the game. Barbecue Leona can't do anything.
And Nico could be in trouble here. Doesn't see Vi in the bush. Firestorm Boxer looking to make a play, but Nico is going to back off and respect it.
As we see in the top lane, Banana and John Dye are still fighting, but they're also taking the Rift Herald, so if he doesn't pay attention, they might be a 1v4 dive happening top lane soon.
Yeah, Garen not great at handling dives since his only CC is the silence in his kit. A very easy to dive champ, especially before he builds very much HP and is not all that tanky. But it looks like McMammals are just going to head mid lane, and Zid's actually going to recall to buy another item.
We do see Vi trying to be proactive and taking the camps off of Jinzao since they know they just took the Rift Herald. But they might not be able to collapse on it. She does take the blue buff, and it looks like Firestorm Boxer is ready to head mid lane. The Nature's Grass comes out, and they do catch out Spirit Man. But Spirit Man should just be able to flash. No, he doesn't have flash. The Assault Battery comes out to buffer out the W, and that's another kill for Naki. Yehuzi's doing his best to try to poke out Pyrosis. Pyros is forced to flash away from the Vault Breaker. Meanwhile, in the side lane, we have Nico trying to pick off Naki as much as he can. The crossing guard comes out, wins the lightning, tries to hit, but the Feather Storm comes out. Pyrosis does get the kill over it after the Feather Storm does finishes. And that's another kill for Pyrosis.
Wow.
Takes it a true shot barrage.
Pyros is looking like Chris Kyle out here, American Sniper. Hitting the ult onto the Maokai to finish off that play.
That's a wild. Rift Herald crashes mid. That's a lot of damage happening, and they might go for a second crash mid too. I won't back down. Does he know how to drift? Is he a driver? Yes, he is. But he's stuck right in front of Firestorm Boxer now. Yehuzi's behind, following. There's no Crescent Guard for him to peel either. And he doesn't have Flash. This should be a free pickup. Stand United does come out. He shields so much, and I won't back down. Isn't dead. Nico's TPing as well, and they're just going to walk it off as they look to try to set up for Dragon now.
A lot of resources used to save their Xin Zhao there, especially with the Dragon spawning. Xin Zhao's already at 1 HP and has to back. Quite a heavy involvement. I think McMammals need to look for some sort of skirmish, some sort of pick where they can try to turn all that resources into an advantage for them. But
oh my God,
with Banana here, this can be very hard. Pyros walking up.
Banana's walking up to try to force Pyrosis down. John Dye dashes but misses, and they look to try to finish him out. Demacian and Justice comes down and kills John Dye. It's a 5v3 right now. But Pyrosis and Spirit Man do so much damage from range. Yehuzi's getting chunked out. No, buddy, you shouldn't have double daggered. True Shot Barrage picks off Yehuzi. That is a killing spree for Pyrosis as Nico tries to run them with the rest of the team.
Pyrosis with great aim on these True Shot Barrages so far. You got a ton of damage in these skirmishes too. Really well played from McMammals to turn that fight around and get the Dragon on top of that.
Yeah, the Dragon's money is coming in real clutch right now. They're currently up 1.5k gold. Which is a little closer than you might think, considering how most summit matches typically go. But, like, if you were to hide gold graphs right now, you'd feel like that McMammals have a substantial lead over them.
For sure. A lot of gold is actually into the Garen since he got all 5 plates. So if you take him out of the equation, that is a huge advantage across the rest of the map towards McMammals.
Actually, what is the gold currently?
Garen, Vi have everything. Garen with CS and tower, Vi with kills.
I feel like Naki definitely picked up some gold here and there too, considering she got the shutdown onto the Silas at the time.
That's true. But they didn't get any turrets. I think is a big issue. Tier 1 and Tier 2 mid are down. And then McMammals also got the Tier 1 bot turret at, like, what was that, 8 minutes or something?
Something like that. Oh, Firestorm and Boxer and Barbecue Leona try to catch out I Won't Back Down as his own red buff. The Nature's Grasp comes out and tries to root up both of them. I Won't Back Down is dead as Spearman was rooted as well, but Pyrosis is doing so much damage. Vault Breaker does get canceled as he does get rooted, and here comes Shadow Dash to try to finish him off. Shadow Dash doesn't matter because Pyrosis gets another auto off, and he's just pelting Barbecue Leona right now. That's a double kill for the Pyrosis. Meanwhile, Nico's catching out Yehuzi. Forced the Feather Storm, but he's not fast enough. So much damage is coming out. The Scond Abduct catches Yehuzi once again. The berry comes out. Shadow Man Dash comes out with the flash, and that is another kill for Nico. That is a 3-for-1 trade in favor of McMammals.
That was a really nice sidestep by Nico onto the Xayah dagger call there, or blade call. Whatever it's called. For E, as she pulled the feathers back, as Nico was able to force out the barrier from Yehuzi and pick up the kill. Unfortunately, the Garen did pick up a Tier 2 tower top lane during that skirmish. So even more gold going into his pocket. This champ can become a raid boss very quickly, so something to look at. I just want to see Banana start to impact the map. It's good that he's taking towers, but getting some more picks would be wonderful.
I think it's really difficult for their team, because Garen can only do so much for the team. Speaking of doing so much for the team, Demacian Justice solo killing won't back down. Those Krugs are not yours, buddy. Do not visit top lane. However, we do see Pyrosis and Spearman walking up top lane while Naki, Barbecue, and Leona are here to try to catch out Firestorm Boxer. The Frozen Tomb comes out. Nico's able to Frozen Tomb himself, but I don't think you're able to get out of there, buddy. The True Shot Barrage does hit one person. Here comes the Sand United on top of Nico, but is it enough time? No. Barbecue Leona takes the kill onto Nico. And Banana is going to try to punish as much as possible.
Well, Gar, ask and you shall receive, I guess. I asked Banana to go start impacting the map, and he went and solo killed Xin Zhao. Uh, so, and as that happened, Nico also died. So really, really well played from Bewear Gaming to push up and to punish these solo laners from the side of from McMammals. I mean, as Pyros is looking for a kill on Anaki, Anaki trying his best to survive. The Zanyas.
Oh, Assault Battery finally comes out. Pyrosis cleanses,
Oh,
but I think it's a little too late.
no.
But then again, it doesn't matter because it's a bunch of knockups, and that's another kill for Naki. Well, actually, no, that was for the Firestorm Boxer.
That was
That
the
was just,
Firestorm box in this. Triforce Vi is just doing so much damage.
yeah, that is. I honestly thought Pyrosis would at least traded 1-for-1. Mid
was
tower
close.
does go down.
Yeah, Bewear Gaming making a really solid mid-game transition here. They are now up 500 gold, actually. Sorry, my bad. 800 gold after all of that. And, I mean, they're just making such a good transition. Slowly taking these leads away from McMammals and punishing them from overextending. Pyrosis thinking he has a 1v1 there. Doesn't track the Vi, and Firestorm Boxer able to walk down bot and pick up the kill on top of saving his mid laner.
Nico tries to advance on the Firestorm Boxer. There was a ward in the bush, but it wasn't scanned. Banana is going to try to do something sneaky. The Shadow Dash comes out as Banana is forced to run him down. The Stride Breaker does slow him super well, but I think Banana just wants to try to catch the wave. He doesn't really know where the rest of the team is currently, especially since a lot of his team is on the bot side of the map. It's going to be really bad if he gets caught here. And now technically Spirit Man and Pyrosis are off map. Banana is going to regen as much as possible, but I don't exactly... I feel like the Drake is respawning real soon. I don't really have the timer for that, unfortunately. Oh, wait, it's on the top.
15 seconds, yep, top left.
That's weird. I thought Spectator would have it on the bottom right. Nature's Grasp does come out. They're going to try to catch Pyrosis. But Firestorm Boxer wasn't arranged to assault battery the Ezreal. They do pick up I Won't Back Down super easily. No, I Won't Back Down flashes over to the Wolf Pit, but he's not going to be in a really good spot. The Crescent card has finally run out. Mantra Q actually saves him, though. But Banana's in a super bad position. The Blast Cone does come in handy, though, as he's able to push himself over the wall.
Yeah, a lot of big skirmishes as it looks like Bewear Gaming is just going to pick up the Dragon on the backside of that. And that is, I think, a little bit troublesome for McMammals here, because this would have been their third Dragon, which would have given them a win con in another 5 minutes, and the fact that they didn't pick it up makes this game state even worse, as Bewear Gaming, like I said, has been playing much better around the map at this point of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they do have Baron set up still, especially considering how much pressure Pyrosis and Spirit Man are creating mid. We do have Nico hovering over Banana right now, but I'm not sure he's strong enough, considering Garen is level 14 with 2.5 items.
This is a level 14 Garen with his PD completed as well. That spin does a lot of damage.
Yeah, and if that last Whisper is going into Immortal Reminder, Silas is definitely not going to be winning any trades soon.
No, it's going to be very, very difficult. I really hope, I would love to see Banana build into like, or Vi, realistically. I would love to see either of those players build a Serpent's Fang into the Shen, into the Zinzao with Eclipse, into the Karma. I think would be a really, really useful item to come out for Bewear Gaming here.
I would also be down to see that. I feel like they don't really... Vi probably has a better chance of applying that super well. It doesn't matter though. Demacia, baby, running down Silas. The video from League of Legends doesn't matter. Stand United comes out and saves him. Demacia just as Silas actually secures the kill as he takes so many tower shots. Well played to Nico and John Dye. But
yeah,
that is forcing
to bait that out.
That is forcing 2 players down bot side. Does Bewear Gaming want to respond with Baron? No, they're actually going to try to cheese that red buff. They don't have any vision on their team currently, but I Won't Back Down is walking to a dangerous position. A Sapling is behind the red buff, though.
Very scary to face check here. Naki also sitting out of vision, waiting for them. They do see them on wards now, blue team. Still just patiently waiting in the bush. Nico could dash over the wall here.
Oh no! Nico does get caught out. The Bramley Smash gets hit. Nature's Grass and Assault Battery are both shot out. And Naki gets another kill for Nico. And they're walking out top lane. I don't think they're going to do any Baron stuff, though. I think both teams are kind of scared to do it at the moment. Actually, wait, no, Firestorm Boxer's looking to off turret. But Naki and Barbecue are actually running mid. Oh, Banana's mid! Pyros is forced to Arcing Shift over into the Raptor's pit as I Won't Back Down and Spaceman try to do their best to run away with him. And I think they're just going to start posturing towards Baron again. They don't see the ward in the river bush right there. So they do have the information that they're going to Baron. I'm not
Yeah, that
sure
ward
what
with
exactly their
Bewear
angle.
very dangerous here.
They
That's
don't
what I
have
was talking
ultimates on
about.
Vi, Lissandra, or Maokai at the moment, so it's going to be really rough. So much damage is coming out. I won't back down. Uses Audacious Charge and Crescent Guard to try to kill off Banana. The Windstorm comes lightning, gets the kill. Onto Barbecue Leona. Thanks, Nico. As the hooks at Proto Belt stops the back from Banana, Nico tries to look for another as Yehuzi's getting chased by Pyrosis. Oh, buddy. Oh my, Pyrosis plays way too much Mundo Dodgeball. He's not going to miss any of those shots. Another 2-0 for McMammals as they get Baron.
Yeah, unfortunately I think Bewear Gaming was a little bit slow to start the Baron there. They were indecisive in their Baron call. They took a long time to get off once Pyrosis showed in the river. I think they just need to make that decision of, hey, we're finishing, and just try to finish and flip it, or you need to just get off way sooner. And because they hesitated and waited so long, they took so much damage, and it was very, very easy for McMammals to walk in and clean them up like that.
Yeah. It was just all their resources got burnt into Nico, and now they didn't have anything else. They tried to do a return fight. But it's okay, it's just Baron buff. I mean, with the wave clear that Yehuzi and Naki are going to be able to provide for the team, it shouldn't be too much of a detriment. The sapling does catch out Nico there, but I don't think it's going to really do anything. They're going to try to run down mid, especially since the inhibitor is open and exposed.
All I'm gonna say is it's a summon Baron, and then I will leave it at that.
I trust
We do.
McMammals to make the right macro plays.
It looks like they're making the right one currently, as Banana is trading a tier 2 tower for it, but this is a very, very dangerous position to be in. The dragon is spawning, and it should at least guarantee a free third dragon for McMammals, but they're pressuring for the inhibitor turrets here.
Oh my
Or the,
god, Naki got
Nexus
half out.
sorry.
Oh my god, Naki's about to die. Oh no, Firestorm Boxer, buddy, that Baron.
Baron's in their base. They're just stalling.
Oh no! Wait, yeah, this could be a Baron base race.
John Dye recalling, but Garen taking so much on the back end of this play, gonna get a free inhib. Nobody matched him that entire time. Shed had the Baron buff as well, just a little bit of his macro. And Banana making a wonderful play to trade another inhib for an inhib.
I don't think he has the damage to kill the Shen right now, though, especially since his last Whisper isn't completed. The Nature Grasp of Silas comes out and roots Lissandra, but I don't think there's going to be a kill from it. Banana's
oh my god!
Cancelled by John Dye. Oh my god, there's too much action happening around the map. I think Banana's going to be able to get the solo kill with the Damascene Justice. He does get the kill, but their Nexus is exposed. The Lissandra does her best to do with the Frozen
Could be
Tube.
too little, too late.
Not enough damage. Arcane
Oh,
Shot
the
gets...
two-man! I wrote this!
Oh my god, well played. And that is a win for McMammals here.
Yeah, I mean, what a confident end. They took the Baron, walked down mid lane, and then just took their base, took Bewear Gaming's base in their face. There was nothing they could do to stop them, and it worked out. Those damage charts too, I do want to call out, the Ezreal just doing so much damage throughout that entire game.
Yeah, that Ezreal got so much gold being able to zone off Yehuzi by himself, as well as just getting, what, 7 plates total?
Yeah, I believe so.
So he had a lot of gold just going into it. I don't know who the heck Geox Master is. Spectators being super goofy, but yeah, that was a lot of damage coming out, and because Yehuzi was really behind, there was not really anyone who was able to threaten Xin Zhao and Silas from the backline. It was just a recipe of disaster, from just like all the micro that's happened.
Yeah, unfortunately, to kill Ezreal, they were they were forced to use the Vi and Lissandra ult every fight. But as soon as you commit both of those to one person, like you said, it opens up Xin Zhao and Silas to get into your backline and just essentially be unkillable or just stall an absurd amount of time.
Well, that is a 1-0 lead for McMammals, and unfortunately, because of that, Bewear Gaming has no way of making it into playoffs at this point. Unless, and I'm saying unless, some of these teams just completely get 0-2'd for the rest of the game while they 2-0, it is a very, very low chance that Bewear Gaming are going to be able to make playoffs.
Well, just gotta pray on that outcome then, you know? It can happen. But it starts with winning this next game. You gotta reset the mental, go into game 2, and hope that you can pull it out.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see what Bewear Gaming are going to have to cook up to help prevent the bot lane leakage from, completely ruining your game.
Yeah, I completely agree. And on that, we'll go into a short break as we prep for the draft for game 2.
See you then. When we said short break, we meant short, because we're already into the draft for Game 2. For those tuning in, this is the McMammals versus Bewear Gaming match. Currently, McMammals are 1-0 over Bewear Gaming. I'm one of your co-hosts for tonight, Gar Goomba, and with me today is One Cake.
Hello, hello. Bewear Gaming picking the red side after taking the loss there. I'm curious as to where they want the counter pick to go.
Yeah. Just going off current draft right now, both teams are doing the repeats of what exactly they did last draft. Actually, let me fact check myself real quick.
Oh yeah, that's correct, I believe.
Yep,
I'm not sure about the
it's the
Nocturne, but I know
exact
the
same
other
bands.
5. Yeah, okay. The Zinzao coming out from McMammals again. I won't
I
back
get
down looked very good on the pick, so I think that makes sense. And Zin doesn't have any really strong counters, so makes sense for me.
I think Shin's best counter is Volibear, but I don't think I won't back down to have Volibear.
That's very true.
Yeah, really solid pick. Shinsao is going to provide a lot of pick potential for their team. And how exactly is Bewear Gaming going to respond? They might be looking for Hamilcar's Jinx, which, by the way, for those tuning in, Hamilcar is subbing in for Yahuzi Game 2. And this is going to be his first summon match ever. So, congratulations to him for finally getting onto a Summit Seasons game.
Yeah, short round of applause for him. I don't know if my mic picked it up, but I clapped just in
I
case.
did hear a clap.
Wonderful. I clapped multiple times for the record. Yeah, he got more than one clap. But congrats to Hamilcar, and hopefully his Jinx puts out a great performance. The Gragas coming out as well. I think a fantastic blind pick from the side of Bewear Gaming because he is a 4-role flex. Could be support, could be jungle, could be mid, could be top. Who knows?
I think it's like 99% Firestorm's Gragas.
Is it Firestorm Gragas? Is he a proficient Gragas player?
He's played in 3 games so far. He's looked really solid on it. It's just, they haven't been able to get a dub off of it yet.
I see. I mean, that makes sense just to answer jungle on 2 there, but it always keeps options open.
Oh,
The Annie.
Annie pick for Naki? That's crazy. We did talk about how he typically wants to be looking for these CC burst mages. And it looks like he wants to add another
That's for
champion to
Nico,
them.
isn't it? Not to correct you, but
Oh,
that
it
was
is
McMammals
Nico.
then. Yeah, it is the Nico Annie.
Okay, there is a extremely small chance that could be an Annie support because Spirit Man wants to do something goofy, but for now, we're going to assume that is a Nico mid Annie.
Yeah, I mean, crazy pickup. Either way, the Garen blind pick coming in from Banana here. I mean, I think he played pretty well on it, but Garen's not a champ that I personally enjoy blind picking. I don't know about you, Gar, but I think he has a couple really unplayable matchups.
Compared to pre-durability and nerf, I think Garen would have been a very strong blind pick, but now that he's kind of situationally even with champions nowadays, it definitely is a really awkward blind pick. But considering the position that Banana currently is, where both of his mains are banned out, I think trying to secure a good pick for yourself now is the best option you have.
Yeah, I do want to call out, we got to know from production that Annie is actually a Shen pick coming in. So the Garen is just the answer into that.
Why are we choosing pro draft? It sucks, bro. I swear. Yeah. Beware
Yeah,
Gaming
well,
responding with 2 mid bans.
so all of our excitement about the Annie just down the toilet, but oh well. Shen Garen, very exciting top lane matchup again. We'll have to see if Banana plays it any better this time. Hopefully, he should be able to, having learned the way John Dye plays the Shen. But the Maokai man coming out as well. They really do not want Bewear Gaming to have that champion.
I can't really blame them. The Nature's Grasp was actually doing a lot of work. Even if they lost with it, it was just like super annoying for them to try to set up. The Aurora coming
Aurora,
out.
very exciting.
Naki actually might be able to flex his stuff on something that's like significantly more skillful.
Yeah, I really like Aurora into Xin Zhao and Xayah, right? Because even if you don't hit them with the damage part, they're still stuck in the ult cage, which can be very, very influential for a team fight. So I think it's really good specifically into those champions. As an Aurora enjoyer myself, as the Aurelian Soul coming out as the answer for Nico.
This is
I'm
going to
not
be a
going to
fun
comment
mid
because
lane.
I think that champ is so disgusting. Actually,
This is going
I
to be
think
a
it's so
fun mid lane.
Both teams are looking to go late. I feel like Xayah, Asol, Jinx, Aurora, Garen scales surprisingly well. It might be a slow one, Gar.
I don't know, man. This might be a fast one if Firestorm Boxer is able to keep the pace up.
That's true. That's very true, actually.
Who is Barbecue Leona gonna pick for support, though? Unless it really is the Graga support.
I'd be surprised if they saved the jungle for last pick, especially seeing Xin Zhao as B1, but you never know.
Pantheon. That's gonna be a very fun bot lane.
Yeah, that's definitely the Pantheon support coming out. Quite good at punishing the Rakan. If the Rakan W's in, Pantheon can stun to counter the knockup and also keep the Rakan locked in place.
It's also gonna be super hard for Xayah to actually pull off any, feather blade collar damage. There we go.
There we go.
Because of the Pantheon E.
Yeah, for sure. I believe Pantheon has to point it at her, right? Not at the feathers to block the damage. It's from the source,
Yes.
not the direction. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, a very exciting draft. I'm most excited to see the Aurora Asol because Aurora will start getting outranged very quickly. So it is on Naki to really push that advantage with Aurora's decent early and shut down the Asol as fast as possible. And hopefully, Firestorm Boxer on the Gragas is going to be punishing the big blue dragon as well.
Not exactly sure what for draft they're gonna do though. Because, I mean, I feel like Shen wants to go on the Xin Zhao with the Rakan, kind of similar to how they might have wanted to set it up with the Vi. But
Yeah, I'm not really sure how Shen fits into the draft, but I think it's more of just allow John Dye to play safe and survive banana pick more than anything else.
yeah, That's probably how it's gonna be.
But I would like to see them give him a couple resources, especially early, because John Dye was beating up Banana in lane. And if they can stop Garen from getting 5 plates like he did, John Dye will be able to keep matching the Garen for a significantly longer amount of time.
Yeah, we'll see how Bewear Gaming is gonna play this out because they have a lot of very impactful ultimates from Gragas and Aurora.
Yeah, I mean, Bewear Gaming has a really solid comp. I think they can both play for team fight 5v5s, or they can play for, side lane picks and turn that into objectives, because their champs are very, very good at both. So it's really up to them to play that out. The Garen giving them a lot of pressure as well to do that. Always being able to finish off somebody if they're rather low. By rather low, I mean like 40% HP, because his R is fair and balanced.
Fair and balanced is certainly a term.
Yeah, I use it a lot when it comes to this game. I think it is very well balanced, especially the Garen champion.
Come on, Garen isn't that broken. Smile.
I'm a Camille player, so I love when people blind Garen, actually. That is my favorite thing. They are just feeding me LP anytime that happens in solo queue.
Is Garen a good match, or is Camille a good match? I'm in the Garen.
Yeah, your Q comes out faster than his Q. So your auto always beats his auto, and you can just eat his Q damage with your physical shield nonstop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you can the Q movement speed also allows you to get out of his E sooner. So he can't just run you down with that either. It's insanely Camille sided. Yeah, once you get Trinity Force, you can just outspace him, and there's nothing he can do.
Alright, well, both teams have locked in their champions. I think it's a good time to send it to a break as we wait for a spectator delay.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Very excited for the game. We'll see if Bewear Gaming can pick up a win, but McMammals looking to pick up their first series win and go for a clean 2-0.
Keep moving on. Keep moving on. And they say I have a grim sense of humor.
Welcome back, Summit Esports, to Game 2 between McMammals versus Bewear Gaming. Currently the Discord stream is kind of eating butt right now, but yeah, it's a 1-0 lead for McMammals for people tuning in. And Bewear Gaming are actually looking to try to invade at the moment. They might be able to catch out Pyrosis here, but they're not fast enough to actually do anything impactful with it. Supposed to cast does come out, followed by another ignite. The barrier comes out. Does he die? First blood for Hamilcar. That's his first kill for the Summit season ever for him. That's gotta feel good.
First kill and a first blood. Yeah, that's gotta feel really good. They also got Pyrosis to blow both his flash and his barrier there. They did use a lot for it. Obviously, Barbara Leona using the ignite, Hamilcar committing the flash, and Banana using the ignite. But getting an early kill on Jinx is huge for a game like this.
You do hate to see the ignite layering, though. That's probably one of the most tilting ones.
It's a bit unfortunate, but Pyros is a barrier either way, so that was going to eat away at most of the ignite damage here regardless.
Ideally, Garen should really be in a threat angle to use ignite anyways against Shen, so at least he won't feel too bad about it. But yeah.
For sure.
Ideally, with the way that the games should go, if we saw what happened top lane, I think Banana's probably going to auto-push into John Dye, whether he likes to or not. It might get zoned off, but we'll see if he's able to actually bounce back from it, because Shen is so strong at the moment. Judgment coming in is doing his best. Conquer doesn't quite proc at the moment, so he's going to be losing that trade. Oh, Barkley does go in, and Jinx just rockets in front of their face. Good trade over for Bewear Gaming's bot side now.
Yeah, Hamilcar making a really good use of that extra longsword, and Barbara Leona playing very aggressive on top of that. This is John Dye and Banana trading heavy here, but John Dye could be in a little bit of trouble. Big trade back on the Banana. Oh! Banana dies to the turret shot again.
Dude, this is like the freaking Gumi UC first blood scenario all over again.
I can't believe it. Twice now. He holds his flash and gets Shen taunted into the tower.
Oh, meanwhile in the mid lane, the Breath of Light is absolutely shredding Naki right now.
Nico outplaying Naki there with a fantastic trade going forwards. Holding Q.
And if I believe right, when you're using Astral Flight on Acel, it does bonus damage with this Q, right?
Yeah, the damage is increased and the cast time is the duration of the flight, so.
We do see Firestorm Boxer hugging that Tribush. They don't actually know he's here, but I won't back down as that is red buff. If he doesn't make a play soon, this might be really awkward. Firestorm Boxer is making his move as Barbecue Leona does go in. The Grand Entrance knocks up Barbecue Leona, but it's not enough. And Milcar with a second kill in the Pyrosis. As Spearman sweats the flash, Barbecue Leona tries to follow over. He is exhausted, has been why won't back down is here to receive. The spear gets thrown, but I don't think anything else is going to happen from it. Firestorm Boxer might be able to try to get the kill. He does smite the Krugs, and I won't back down is forced to flash away from his own jungle. This is a much different bot performance for Bewear Gaming now.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really, really good gank by Firestorm Boxer, actually going through the Tribrush there and coming completely behind Pyrosis and Spiritman. They had no idea that he was there, and Firestorm Boxer actually hit the two-man body slam, which set up that play perfectly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the top lane is in a pretty bad spot for Bewear Gaming, considering the Shen is super strong right now. Even with the dagger, I still think Shen still has enough base damage to win the trades at the moment. As Banana tries to look for an angle, Judgment comes out with the decisive strike, and Shadow Dash does hit the Garen, but he's not in range to bring them under tower like he wants to. Meanwhile, mid lane, there was a little bit of a trade going on, as Spirit Man does come mid to try to do something. They're trying to help Nico shove since he's out of mana. Gragas is forced to farm the Raptors now because there's nothing happening mid lane. John Dye is taking a huge trade top lane. Grass and the Shadow Assault are doing so much damage to him. Feathers, meanwhile, bot lane Blade Color does come out and root up Hamilcar, but it's only a quick trade. Spiritman's finally here to come by. Is he going to Grand Entrance on top of the Hamilcar? Nope. The traps come out for Hamilcar, and it's going to zone off the Rakan for off of him.
Yeah, I do want to mention Shen's Twilight Assault, his Q. When he pulls that Spirit Blade through you, it does, I believe, about double damage. So Banana walking onto that sword is a very, very dangerous spot always. And combined with Grasp, it's just so much magic damage.
Oh,
coming
Barbecue
across.
Leona does go in, and Pyros is forced to bury it again. The Ignite comes out, but there's not enough damage. The Feather Blade Caller comes out and kills Barbecue Leona. That is not looking good. Hamilcar is probably forced to reset on her tower now.
Yeah, I mean, no health, no mana. Has barrier and flash still, but using the Jinx W like that even is very, very risky. Won't have enough mana for traps now. And honestly, Pyrosis has a 15 CS advantage. If Millicroft farms any of these, it'll be cut down to about a 10, but getting zoned off of tower is not what you want to see as he's forced to flash away.
Me personally, I would have sat on her tower because I ego anyways.
Oh yeah, you flash towards the Xayah and then you barrier while they take tower aggro and hope they just execute themselves.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll wait for the Rakan to like dash on me. I'll throw the traps down because I know my cooldown's back up, and then Rakan's just stuck under tower as he took damage. Meanwhile, Pyros is forced to flash out. The Grand Entrance doesn't get the Firestorm Boxer. I think Firestorm Boxer might be able to get a double kill here, and unfortunately his cooldowns are just too long.
Hit the body slam flash, but didn't have enough follow-up damage after Pyrosis flashed the barrel. So really well played from Pyrosis to not get slowed and can just walk it out there.
I Won't Back Down is sitting in the grubs right now. And John Dye just does not care about Banana hitting him at all. He's just going to take the ward first.
Yeah, and I Won't Back Down doesn't care either. Like, obviously grubs are nice, but I feel like if you walk up, you can get at least force the Garen to flash, you know? This is a really good wave state. He will take a lot of damage if he fights you. But, doing the grubs, doing the scuttle, and John Dye will be forced to try to push in this wave as Garen spins on him once again.
Now, I do see that Binks is opting for the collector item first. I don't really remember what happened to the collector this patch, but I just know that a lot of people are abusing it on any champion that can build it. John Dye does hit a Shadow Dash onto Banana. He's taking so much damage. I feel like the next Shadow Dash he's going to hit might just guarantee a kill.
Yeah, if he can dash through him all the way and get the sword pulled through, 100% Banana can die. But very risky with the wave state there.
Because I feel with Justice being available, if John Dye dashes under tower, it's going to look really bad. But
I completely agree. I do want to mention the collector changes that you were talking about were from, I think, like 2 or 3 patches ago, actually. They took the BF sword out of its build path, so it's a little easier to build because that got replaced with a pickaxe. And they made it a little bit cheaper, so you can get to it. You get your first item spike a lot earlier. And then Jinx started going the collector opportunity build, because opportunity syncs up with your passive really well. You kill somebody, you get a million move speed as John Dye looking very aggressively here, but Banana can possibly turn this with Ignite and ult.
Spear's Refuge comes out, but it doesn't block judgment damage at all. Banana flashes, and John Dye is forced to respond. The Demacian Justice is still available right now, as Naki makes a good trade onto mid. Between Worlds comes out as he tries to use Starfall, and Nico's forced to flash out.
Yeah, good awareness by Nico to flash out of the ult before.
Grand Entrance Flash comes out bot lane, though. I Won't Back Down also hits the Wind Become Lightning, and Pyrosis picks up the kill on the Hamilcar.
Really well played. I mean, Rakan flash engage is just so consistent. Hamilcar, knowing that he doesn't have flash, they engage onto him, and he's just picked off just like that.
It's not exactly good, especially since you're still on the CS deficit against Pyrosis at the moment. Although with the 2 kills, he shouldn't be as far behind as compared to game 1 with Yahuzi, but considering the posturing that they're doing right now, it's looking really rough for Hamilcar to try to walk up. Oh, he doesn't know. He does taser out, but the quickness comes out, followed by the Grand Entrance, and Hamilcar is also rooted up. Pyrosis gets another kill thanks to the Blade Caller. As one becomes lightning, chunks Barbecue Leona as they tower dive him. Firestorm Boxer is here, but as unfortunate as the Explosive Kaz just blows him out of tower range.
Yeah, went a little bit wide on the Explosive Cast there. Cask, sorry. And I mean, Firestorm Boxer could be in trouble here as John Dye looking to get dove. Lives at 1 HP and Banana slowly walks out, but he doesn't respect the re-engage and Banana picks up a solo kill.
That's not what you want to see from Shen. He should have just left because he lived.
Yeah, I just got a little bit overexcited, I guess, on living at 1 HP and forgot that he was at 1 HP. And Banana picking up a big kill. playing the matchup much better this time around, I will say. Already has a 20 CS advantage built up. Is getting plates, is getting solo kills onto the Shen pre-level 11, which is, I mean, Garen R at level 11 does a lot of damage. His R at level 6 actually doesn't do that much. So picking up
It's
kills
like
like this is very impressive.
It's like what, 15% true damage or something?
It's like 100 flats and 15 missing, I think. And then at level 2 it becomes like 200 or 250 flat.
Oh,
and
Bob might be doing another thing. As the grand entrance comes out, followed by the wind become lightning. I won't back down. Is gonna catch Barbecue Leona, but thanks to the traps from a Millikar, there is nothing gonna be happening down bot lane.
The engage looked identical, but this time the traps were placed a little better, and Barbecue Leona was able to just walk away. Though I will say the Pantheon E put in a ton of work to block a lot of damage there.
Yeah, that Pantheon is crazy. But it's such a long cooldown. I think it's like 20 seconds or so, because you're not leveling it up at all. Especially the support, you're just not getting levels. Banana's looking for a trade top lane. Is he gonna get Shadow Dashed under tower again?
I don't
think he
believe
might
so,
be learning
but
his lesson.
Jondai could be dove here with both the Gragas and the Aurora topside. Very, very dangerous position to be in with the Garen Ignite coming up. I mean, I think they have enough damage without the Garen R, but even then, that is also coming up very shortly.
Spirit Refuge goes in, but the Shadow Dash does bring Banana under the tower. That's 2 tower shots coming out. He doesn't have courage for it. But Banana wants to look for more again. Firestorm Boxer does get 3 grubs over for Bewear Gaming Seam, so it should be a 3-0.
And he's walking topside. The explosive cast can blow him out of turret range here. Just throw it over the wall.
Let's pray to God that he doesn't Shadow Dash the wrong way, though. Oh my God! Explosive cast followed by Demacian Justice. That is just a free kill on top of Chandai. As Naki might be in a bad position. We do see that Nico finally finished the Rylai's, and comparatively, since the Aurora doesn't have a full item just yet, it's going to be really rough to try to do any trading mid lane right now.
I completely agree. And like we talked about, Acel is obviously going to outscale the Aurora. It's a ticking time bomb of a champion. So the longer it takes you, or once you can stop getting these solo kills or stop the CS advantage, as I'll hold that thought, the quickness coming in.
The Between Worlds, unfortunately, isn't in range to actually lock anybody up, and that's just going to be another kill. Or actually, it's first kill for Nico.
Yeah, have you ever played Counter-Strike, Gar?
I used to dabble in it.
Nico looked like he was using the PP Bison there. A lot of clicking in one direction for not a lot of damage, but it does pick up the kill at the end there.
I still can't believe that gun has 64 bullets in it.
But it was so disrespectful.
Yeah. The zap does connect onto Spirit Man, but unfortunately, because he did have the shield, it wasn't interrupted.
What a fun mechanic.
I love shields. Not really.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, top lane, John Dai is getting a lot of Shadow Assault damage as Banana is trying to make sure that he feels the decisive strike damage back. Judgment comes out, but it's not really doing too much damage. John Dai is taking all this damage to the face. I think another Shadow Assault might be coming up, but Barbecue Leona is looking top lane. Is in the mid lane. Pyros is absolutely destroying Firestorm Boxer right now. Spirit Man forced to flash in order to secure the kill on top of Firestorm Boxer. And I don't think Naki is going to be able to defend this tower right now.
They did survive until plates have fallen, so Pyros just won't get more gold from plates. But he did pick up the kill out of the Gragas there. So as Naki gets rooted up, is able to hop away.
Featherstorm does go wide because the... What the heck is their freaking W called? Across the Veil. Gave her enough invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
We did see I Won't Back Down also hovering topside against Barbecue Leona, but nothing really came of it. And Banana is absolutely pretending that there's not a turret there. Spearman gets called out by the skin. Barbecue Leona, hello? The quickness comes out from Spearman as he's going to try to connect both Banana and Barbecue Leona. John Dai hits Banana as well with the Shadow Dash, and Banana's forced to flash. Pyros is also here to try to get something going on top lane, but not anything happening as they turn towards Rift Herald.
Yeah, McMammals just forcing Bewear Gaming away from this objective and taking it for free. I mean, really solid macro coming out from them, even with John Dai down as far as he is. I just don't know if Garen can really do enough to win the game in time.
It's probably going to be another
Yeah.
split push look for him again, because I really don't think that they're going to win any team fights. Like, this Xayah has been at 2 items at 15 minutes, if not 13. Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that
I mean,
trade mid lane was also, like, Navori and Essence Fever. Like, it's super bad.
I completely agree. I mean, especially Xayah picking up the Navori, that is such a power spike for her because it allows her to get multiple E's off in a fight when normally she can get 1, maybe 2 if it's a really long fight. You know, now you're looking at 3 or 4 as Naku coming
The
in.
Between Worlds comes out, followed by the explosive cast. Insane United goes on top of Pyrosis. They don't have enough damage to it. The Blade Caller kills Hamilcar, and there might be another one. The Sky's Descent pops, blows up Barbecue Leona, and that's another kill over for Nico. 2 for 0 for McMammals. And I don't think Neki's going to be able to defend his tower as the Astral Ascent comes out, and he's just burning Naki to the ground. Firestorm Boxer tries to hit the body slam, but Nico flashes over it. That's another kill over for Pyrosis. Top lane, I won't back down, is trying to do as much as he can to stall this Banana guy. Crescent Guard comes out, but it doesn't do a lot of damage, and Banana's forced to walk out as the rest of McMammals are trying to do something mid lane. The Super Mega Death Rocket does hit and connect onto Pyrosis Spearman, but it's not enough damage. And Banana's just going to disrespectfully walk into the bush. Barbecue Leona does use his Grand Starfoot, ults into the mid lane. He's trying to look for these picks. He finds Spearman, but it's exhausted. Doesn't matter, though, because freaking Q executes. That's another kill for Barbecue Leona, and Pyrosis gets the free kill on Barbecue Leona. What
Yeah, I
is
mean, that was
going on
nice
in this game?
for Barbecue Leona to pick up the kill onto the Rakan there, but to give another kill over to Xayah, I think, is not really where you want the goal to go. Because as we just saw with that fight, Pyrosis dished out so much damage. I mean, it looked like he got caught out. You know, he got hit by the explosive cast, he got hit by the Between Worlds, he got hit by Jeek's traps, took a turret shot, and lived and killed everyone on the Xayah. So it is going to be very, very hard to kill this champion if that fight wasn't it for Bewear Gaming.
We love Stand United. We love Stand United. Yippee.
I will not speak. That's my role. I have one Shen game this split. I can't. I'm gonna be using.
Wind Becomes Lightning does catch out. Barbecue Leona followed by the 3 Talon Strike. The Explosive Cast tries to save him, but unfortunately he's not able to do much. Between Worlds comes out, but Nico is just absolutely burning Naki to the ground. And I think Nico might be able to get the kill there. Probably going to be off camera. Pyros is doing so much damage though. Hamilcar, you do not have an HP bar anymore.
Yeah, Hamilcar, unfortunately, got bullied so hard bot lane that kill off the invade really just did not matter. Down 54 CS at this point in the game, 2-3-1. They were not able to convert around that, and McMammals are just taking that and running with it.
It's looking really doomered, I'm going to be real, but I don't think Bewear Gaming are out of the house just yet.
No, I think they have good champions that have plenty of playmaking potential. I think it's just harder, you know, to make the correct decision at this point, but I think they're capable. I think they're very capable.
Yeah, it's just going to be... They're going to have to get a pick somehow on either Pyrosis or Nico without John Dye being able to ult. And the problem is I don't think there's ever going to be a time where John Dye will run into that risk.
I completely agree. It's just going to be a really hard macro scenario where you need them to, like...
Uh-oh. Like Banana might catch out, I won't back down. He wasn't paying
Yeah.
attention. Crescent Guard comes out and when comes lightning
the shop.
gets whiffed. The Stand United does come out though, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough as Barbecue Leona goes in with the Aegis Assault. I will back down is just going to be Demacian Justice ulted. And I think Pyrosis might be dead. Oh no, the Explosive Casting and the Super Mega Death Rocket doesn't kill. The Comet Spear does secure Pyrosis, but he also gets 2 kills in return. John Dye takes another kill with a Heartsteel stack. And Naki is running for his life. Barbecue Leona is also running. Nico is turning on the microwave right now. And that's another double kill for Nico. Oh my god, the Astral Flights keep going. Barbecue Leona is going to try to get out with the Grand Starfall and is ulting back into base.
EP Bison goes crazy. But a really good fight from McMammals there as they're able to pick up 4 on the side of Bewear Gaming. And honestly, I thought that fight looked pretty good. As soon as John Dye ulted to I Won't Back Down, I thought that Bewear Gaming had a good chance to pick off Pyrosis and Nico since they didn't have that Stand United to shield them. But unfortunately, they still just didn't have the damage and were... I mean, 4 of them ended up dying by the end of it. This Ace-Hole just being a menace, especially on the back end of that fight.
Yeah, the Feather Storm there from Pyrosis was super clutch. It baited out the ultimates for Super Mega Death Rocket and Explosive Cask. And, you know, because you're whiffing 2 ults basically, like, she lived for way longer, and she got the final blade color out to secure 2 kills.
Yeah, I completely agree. Pyrosis played that really, really well. Featherstormer is just such an impactful ability, and saving that for like the right opportunity, the right moment to use it. It's such a like an unteachable skill, you know, or it's a very hard skill to learn. And Pyrosis played it perfectly there. Waited until just the right moment and was able to dodge everything and live for much longer than he should have been able to.
Ideally, if the explosive cast came out later, we wouldn't have to worry about Barbecue Leona forced to use the ranged Comet Spear. But, uh-oh, Banana, you're not in a good position, buddy. There is nowhere else for you to run, and Nico microwaves Garen once again.
Yeah, the Leandra's picking up the kill in the end there. Banana did flash away for some reason. So also losing flash on top of his life there.
I don't know, man. I think Bewear Gaming might just be frazzled.
It does not seem like they know what to do, and they're a little bit discombobulated in their plays, I think.
I feel like Bewear Gaming is a very good win-ahead team. The problem is that there hasn't been a very good instance of when they've been ahead. As the bot lane between worlds comes out onto John Dye, as well as Gragas doing his absolute best to body slam him. The Shadow South goes over the wall, but Firestorm Boxer is able to body slam over and follow, and that's a free kill pickup for this Gragas. He does have the Lich Bane, and I can't really tell what that's. Oh, that's a Hextech Alternator, but oh my God, it's 22 minutes and he doesn't have a second item. Oh God.
Just don't think about it. On the bright side, that was a good play from them to pick up John Dye, who was a bit overextended while his team was doing the Baron. Obviously, you could argue that he was just trading his life for his team to get the Baron, but it shuts down the Shen having the Baron, and it shuts down that split push potential. So, pretty well played from Bewear Gaming to pick up gold where they can. As Nico looking to be very aggressive here, hovering around this mid bot lane.
Yeah, Pyrosis is just going to absolutely melt the waves mid lane too, so they're just going to keep pressuring mid lane as much as possible. Especially since John Dye is up and now, that Stand United is just going to come in an instance if Pyrosis ever gets in trouble.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that Nico also has TP on top of the Grand Starfall. Is that what it's called when it's the big version? Or is it still Starfall? Do you know?
It's
Anyway,
Sky's
regardless.
Descent. Grand Starfall
Sky's
is
Descent.
champion. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Nico has the larger version of the Sky's Descent, so really, really impactful for any fight he's at, and I just can't see him not being out of fight.
Oh, the explosive cast comes out mid, and
Pyrosis.
Stand United follows up. Pyrosis forced the flash and barrier, but I don't think they have enough damage. The Super Mega Death Rocket comes and connects. Pyrosis gets killed on the Hamilcar, even through the exhaust. They're not sure if they're going to be able to catch onto the Hamilcar right now. The Grand Entrance is not available. Oh my God, the Shadow Dash hits both of them, followed by the Grand Entrance, and the Sky's Descent sweeps them. What looked like a really good fight for Bewear Gaming is just instantly returned by Nico. And that's a 1-for-4 trade for McMammals.
Obviously, it was a McMammals one fight. I do want to call out Spiritman, though. He had a fantastic quickness into dashing to Pyrosis to give him that extra shield to live a little bit longer. That made such an impact for that fight and bought them a significant amount of time to turn that around. And then John Dye also hit a 2-man taunt on the back end of that. Really, really well played. Even when Pyrosis is dying, McMammals is stepping up and they are still winning these fights.
You know, I bet if this was a solo queue game, it's just like, you wasted all of that for me?
Oh yeah, I'm typing for sure. He might have. We don't even know.
I think we have chat enabled.
It could be. I wasn't sure where it was. If it was behind the Summit Esports logo bottom left.
It would pop up
You could be right.
Miracon's name, but it's,
Oh, okay.
it's not that big of a deal.
Regardless, I would chat personally, you know. I take it personal when that many people commit for me and still lose a fight. You got to get in their heads a little bit. Mental game's a part of it.
Oh, you're mental, alright, if you do that.
Trust me, you do not want to see my solo queue logs.
Thank God I can't.
Yeah, I'm Honor 5, okay? So that speaks for itself. I'm a good boy. Now. Anyways, I do want to call out just the draft. I think the Shen pick was really good from McMammals here. Yes, it's fallen behind almost 70 CS at this point. But John Dye is holding his own on it. He laned quite well, as we saw, was able to pick up a solo kill both games. And the Stand United is just so impactful in all these fights.
Yeah, Stand United. It's not only that, it's the Stand United with the Featherstorm that gives her so much survivability. Like, you have a shield that's lasting for about 3.5 seconds. You have an invulnerability that lasts for a second and a half. Like, that's
Yep.
such a long period of time where you just can't damage her.
I think the Xin Zhao and the Rakan especially are such a good combo with that, because once they get on the backline, they can buy you a ton of time, even if they don't kill anybody. They just have so much disruption. As Banana caught out here, spotted in the bush by Nico, gonna try to run him down, but
Dutchman
a
doesn't
two-level
do
gap.
enough damage, and he gets one shot. I don't think the
locket
Stand
coming in
United
from
need to
Spirit
come
Man.
up there, but you know, it's a tempo.
Yeah, it might have just been to get a multi-man push going, because they see 3 people mid, to have as many people as possible, but I agree that the ult was a bit egregious, in a spot where I think Banana dies 100 out of 100 times.
They do get the bounty from the tower mid. I kind of wish that they
Spirit
went for
Man
the
could catch
bottom.
them out here.
Oh no!
Interrupts the recall on Hamilcar especially. Nico's gonna pop up and take this kill for
Quickness
free.
followed by the Starfall just absolutely destroys it. As Between Worlds goes up teleport lane, but Naki, you don't really have any follow-up. Never mind, Explosive Cast comes out and kills Pyrosis. Crescent Guard goes out, but Shen is taking so much tower damage. Does the Ignite kill him? No, because it doesn't matter. Comet Sphere shoots out. Body Slams also prevents I Won't Back Down from flashing over the wall. Double kill from Firestorm Boxer. A really weird flash W from Spirit Man as he helps get Nico a kill onto Barbecue Leona, but Demacian Justice goes in, but it's too early. It's not going to be able to get the kill onto Nico. That was a really weird scrap top lane.
Yeah, I mean, I think Naki played it really well actually. Saw a really good angle. I believe his R on Aurora killed the minions to make it looked like Pyrosis start taking tower aggro there. And then Firestorm Boxer came in with a really good explosive cast, so they were able to go 1 for 3, but then just overextended a little bit, and Barbecue Leona died on the back end of that.
Yeah,
It's just more kills going towards the ace hole in the Medjay as well. It's even when they make good plays, I think McMammals is just responding really well to everything that Bewear Gaming does right now.
This dude bought Medjay.
It's a 10k gold lead. Okay, but listen, I don't hate the Medjays. I do hate the not hate. I think it's really smart. I just hate playing against it. The Zanyas and the Verdant Barrier. Eventually the Banshee's Veil coming out. How'd you ever kill the Acel? 1,000,000 HP from the Rylai's and the Leandries. So much damage coming out from the Medjays, and then has double defensive items. It just looks rough from the side of Bewear Gaming here.
Alright, here's how you math that out really quickly, alright? You get the Jinx to zap the Acel somehow past John Dye and I Won't Back Down. So that pops the Banshees, and then you Explosive Cask in the middle of his astral flight so he has no escape. And then you just completely blow him up because obviously Scene's not going to follow him.
Right, and then Garanar can kill the rest of his HP since it's percent damage and not flat.
Yup.
Alright, what do you do about Pyrosis after you kill Nico that way then?
He won't be there.
Okay, yeah, he's on recall, obviously, my bad.
Yo, Firestorm gets this. Oh, the Explosive Cast comes out, but it's not going to be able to kill the Baron, and Firestorm Boxer is forced to flash out.
John Dye secured the Baron there, actually. Seemingly neither jungle using their smite, unless I missed it, but
I think I missed
regardless,
it.
going the way of McMammals.
You know, maybe Shadow Assault is the true smite all along.
I mean, that thing does like 150 physical damage or something, so
I thought it does magic damage.
it might do magic. I really don't remember. I know his sword does magic damage, but I can't remember if the dash does or not.
Oh no, the dash I think is physical damage based off health. But is Shadow? I thought he was called Shadow Assault.
Twilight Assault, I believe.
Dang it, I'm bad. Quickness comes out and picks off Firestorm Boxer. Nico is just having a freaking free day today.
Yeah, he's having a field day on the Acel. Once again, I just want to say I called this in draft. I spoke on my thoughts on the Acel champion, and they were confirmed. So, results-based analysis, I will take this one off as the rule that this champion is just always broken. Banana,
Banana's going on to his
John Dye
gameplay.
again. He's losing the 1v1 though to the Shen, who just has an unbelievable amount of HP. Nico, or not Nico,
Between
sorry, Naki
worlds,
popping the ult to
whiffs.
clear the wave. But John Dye canceling the recall again. This is peak top lane gameplay, by the way. For anybody that thinks about picking this roll up, this is what your gameplay will look like when your team is losing the game.
You just slap the other top laner in the face and pray to God your team doesn't lose.
Listen, you do that, and then you have like 50k damage, and then nobody
Oh
blames you
no,
when you
he's
lose.
supposed to catches Pyrosis under the tower and he's just another kill, but both towers for Bewear Gaming go down. As
The flash jump from Barbecue Leona. Nico could turn around here.
Oh, Spearman hits a double quickness though and follows it with a grand entrance on the Barbecue Leona. There's not enough damage. I won't back down. It's forced to flash, but Banana took the long way around to run.
And picks up
Demacian
the
justice,
kill.
baby. Oh my god.
I mean, a good return kill, but in trade for your 2 Nexus towers, I'm not so sure about. Banana getting the fight a little bit late and paying the price there.
I mean, I think it was worth it, considering he's being ran down by Shen anyways, just being able to walk back to base and getting a kill delivered to your doorstep. We don't talk
Sure,
about our base. We don't talk
I don't
about our base.
disagree, but we don't talk about. Yeah, then really worth it. He got a kill completely for free. If you don't take the base or the gold lead into effect, that was a really worth play for Banana there.
Exactly.
I liked his timing on R. He waited until Xin Zhao was low enough and then killed him with it. So that was really, really well played, knowing his damage.
Naki is doing his best to kite John Dye as much as possible.
Oh.
His Firestorm box is ready, followed by the Between Worlds. Oh my god, that is so much AP damage.
Ironically, Gragas did so much damage there. I guess Shed is full armor. This guy really hates Banana. Really hates Banana. And is melted subsequently because of that.
I can't blame him. I don't
Barbecue
know if the
Leona.
scanners don't know. They didn't know.
They did
The
not
word
know. He
finally
decided
gets-
not to go for the stun, though.
I think he saw I won't back down hovering like by the Krugs. I assume the vision goes up that far. Banana catches out Spearman, but I don't know really. I can't really say you caught him out when you got caught yourself. Dude, this Nico guy is so strong right now. Observer, how much AP does he have right now? How much Stardust does he have? Oh, Grand Entrance. It's gonna hit Naki under tower. And Pyrosis does like a 1-2 Featherstorm combo. Not even Featherstorm. He just freaking autoed him. And they're looking to end the game.
Getting burnt down. Yeah, this is just going to be the game over for McMammals here. Oh, Greg is trying to flash in.
Oh my god, this guy's Sun did so much damage.
And that's that. That is a 2-0 for McMammals. Not a lot to say about that game. They got a dominant lead early and then just snowballed that into a win. I would have liked to see them win a little faster. I think a 34-minute game almost was a bit long, but when you have Acel, that's kind of what you're signing up for, right? So, all in all, a relatively clean 2-0 from McMammals there.
At the very least, Bewear Gaming has not gone into a series where they had 0 kills.
They haven't had a 0-kill series. Good for them.
Compared to someone else from yesterday, but we won't talk about that here.
Oh,
We won't talk about that here.
that's not our bracket, Gar. We don't need to worry about it.
It's all Pool B antics.
Yeah, that is Pool B. I could never be Pool B. Really.
Me personally, I could never.
I
I'll
mean,
get
they
solo
also
pad
won't be in the
spray, though.
playoffs. They're actually not my problem if they haven't gotten a kill yet.
I think they might be in a playoff contention. Let's hold on.
That'd be great. Watch me lose in the first round now. I promise it's no hard feeling, guys. For anybody that's listening, I don't mean it. Don't ban me out, please.
So this was the Rookies and Cream versus 1000 Year Dynasty cross pool match.
Mm-hmm.
And Rookies and Cream did an absolutely dirty game, and I'm pretty sure the scoreline was 41-0.
Across both games, or just one game?
No, it was just one game.
I see. But 41-0 is quite the game. I'm sure that was very fun to play.
Yeah. I will say that the team who got 41-0 is still in playoff contentions, and they're like, really that series just stopped their momentum a little bit. So there is a very realistic chance that, assuming you get into playoffs, you're gonna have to play against them and eat your words.
I would never eat my words. I stand on business, Gar. We'll
Whose
go
business
42
are
and
you
0
standing
against them.
on?
Actually, we'll go 42 and 1, and I'll be the one death because I'm a dirty answer. But uh,
You heard it
regardless,
here first, folks.
I stand on it. I do want to finish up talking about the series real quick. Gar, if there was a player that you wanted to give an MVP to, who would you give it to for this series?
That's a great question. I'll give it to John Dye. Oh, yeah, I'll give it to John Dye. Shen is broken. Smile.
You know what? I was gonna say Pyrosis, but I actually agree with the John Dye thing. His matchup into Banana should have been a lot worse for him than it was, and his ult was so pivotal in both games for allowing his teammates to live and dish out the damage that they did. So yeah, I agree with the John Dye MVP for the 2-0.
I will say, I think I Won't Back Down looked a lot more comfortable on the Jin Zhao. Or at least he looked more confident, rather. So, yeah, I think this might be McMammals' time to climb up, finally.
Hopefully they get a big boost of momentum and can go from there, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, that was McMammals versus Bewear Gaming. Unfortunately, with how the points are going, Bewear Gaming are completely out of contention for playoffs. Unless summon admins randomly decide to 0-2 every single series, and Bewear Gaming somehow manage to 2-0 every other series. But very unlikely. I would like to see that
Caster
miracle
curse me.
story to happen, but
Caster curse me.
I'm totally not willing summon admins to lose right now.
Cross your fingers behind your back. Tell me you're lying.
Oh my god, I didn't realize I was double amputated my arms. Oh.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, that's our series. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for watching.